We are recording now. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back to Awaithir, Shifting Skies. This is session 3 of this campaign. Last we left off, you guys had just fought what looked to be a member of the king's army with a with a crew around him. They were mostly targeting Vic, and they did down him, but through I believe it was Keza's healing, he's now back up, feeling sore, feeling hurt, missing an eye, and yeah. Before then, Vic had it had not necessarily requested. You guys had run up to him on Miriam's request to help him escort some goods uh, across the northern parts of Bayberg in that area. Um, so afterwards, you all what did you guys do? um, right. Yeah, so you guys haven't done anything. You pretty much just have healed Vic and are still on your way to meet the merchant. And that is where we begin again.
Vic, how many fingers am I holding up?
Jesus Christ.
I see like 3 feathers.
Close enough.
Yeah, I'm good. He gets up out of the cart. Just a bloodied mess with the bandage on still and everything. You're able to clean like most of his head trauma and some of the wounds he has, but the blood is still like over his garb and everything.
I assumed it wasn't part of the plan, was it?
Well, I figured I'd be hunted, but not by not by that guy. I was expecting just the lower guys, the lower rank guys. Believe that dude's name is Iridanus.
Iridanus. Do you know anything else about him?
Uh, ex Kingsguard, I'm pretty sure. Red Dustguard or whatever. Now bounty hunter.
Wait, that was a bounty hunter?
Uh, I mean, he's technically still part of like the king's army and stuff. I think he just got demoted or something. I don't know his full story. You'd have to ask someone else for that. But anyways, thanks for the help with that. Should we continue to get a move on with these goods?
Yeah, don't likely. As she looks around, specifically at one guard. I don't like this area.
Right.
You guys still okay pulling the cart? Figure we can have Vic lie in the back.
Oh no, I'm standing up. He's already gotten out of the cart.
Sure you don't want to take it easy?
Yeah, no. I'm good.
I somehow did not get any hits in that fight too.
You guys are pretty strong. Vex sort of looks over at Ruel and like looks back towards where they need to go.
I would just silently go over to the cart and grab it and look at everyone.
Shall we get moving then? Yes, I think we should. Kyra's just sort of like
scaring off into nothing. But it's, brought back into the conversation. Just like, yep, let's go.
Onward.
Onward,
Carefully.
very carefully.
All right. And Vic gets up sort of in front of you all and starts walking, leading you guys down the way. And it's about another hour until you find a stall that's set up. It's just a little basic like hide tent and has like some chests and some weapons laying about, and the weapons like a little basic, but the items are more what catches your eye. As Vic draws closer, he yells out, "Davin!" And you see a stocky dwarf pop out from behind like a little like table where all the stuff is set. He's clad in like a blue tunic and basic trousers, but some nice boots and a little bit of wraps like bangles around his arms. And he comes out and he's just like, "Vic, holy fuck, you look like shit. Are these the lovely adventurers who have come to help us?" I mean, you all look like shit, damn. He like looks at all of you.
Yep.
I mean, you guys look like emotional shit. Well, Vic looks like physical shit. Vic is just like, "Shut the fuck up, Devin.
Okay.
We have your delivery." Ah, excellent. So then it's 10 gold for all these lovely adventurers, yeah? And Vic just sort of goes behind like the table and finds a stool and just sits upon it. Sort of leans his head back on on like the pole that's like standing up the tent and everything. And sort of Davin has like a big like brown bushy beard and long brown hair that's sort of tied back into a ponytail, very thick forearms, very sort of too small of legs, but still okay. Very stout fellow, a little bit of a beer belly. Just like, right, gold. And then you also can choose from some of the magic items if you want. I believe that's what you fucking put on the flyer. Ugh. So he looks back at Vic. Vic's just like not paying attention. And Vic sort of wakes up. He's like, "Oh, they actually they need some of that cloth." And Davin looks back like, "Cloth? You mean the oath kept cloth? Why?" And it just sort of looks confused between all of you. May I ask why you need the oath kept cloth?
I have not done anything wrong.
Um, I'm just gonna like look around cautiously, sort of walk up to the dwarf, and just sort of like pull him in, and then like do the thing that Ruel did last session, and just like not the whole symbol, but just like a small like little edge of the like at the back towards the wrist.
Yeah,
it just shows like the wrist.
you barely show it, and he claps your hands and just like clasps them and close. And he's like, "Ha ha ha ha! I see. That's why you
Yes.
need it. Okay.
Yes, this is why we need it.
All right. Let me go get that."
Thank
He
you.
sort of like shoots a glare at Vic. He's like, "Fuck." And Vic just sort of looks at him and shrugs.
Where do you want me to drop this off?
Just behind the tent, please.
Yeah, I will go around and help Doctor unload the cargo as well.
So yeah, you see David go and get some cloth, and he puts gloves on before handling it, and like very gently like is taking stuff off and looks at all of you and sort of does like a head count and then cuts the amount of strips and then gives it to each of you very carefully, and he's like, "Okay, just wrap it around those things, and you should be good."
What exactly is this cloth, Devin?
Uh, truly, honestly, I don't fucking know. One of our um procurement specialists uh enchanted it herself, and it hides pretty much anything. It's like you want to hide like a blemish or hide like a light. Like I've seen her put it over a torch, and it was couldn't even see the light coming from it. I don't know exactly what she does to it, but uh, yeah,
That's powerful.
yeah, you could say. Well, sort of. It's like if you wrap it around a tree, it's not going to hide the tree. It's just going to hide that part of the tree. If you don't want stuff being seen, if someone takes it off, they'll be able to see it. So I don't know how powerful it is, but I'm sure she can conjure up something more. Are they coming with us, Vic? It's just like, I don't fucking know. That's up to them. So, okay. Yeah, as you all sort of wrap around it, you wrap the cloth around your hands, you start to see that the shining light of it just fades like immediately and is covered. And now it just sort of looks like you all did like an oath on your hands and like cut your hands open and have like wrapped it and stuff. That's sort of what it looks like. Or you all, or it's part of your uniforms. Yeah.
Now we even look more official.
We can definitely make gloves out of this.
You would need more of the cloth, and you would have to come back to our purveyor's house. You can see he's trying to hide stuff, and Vic's just like, I did told.
Not really. Only the upper part of the glove needs to be made of this stuff. No?
Well, the way it's sewn, the way it's weaved, the person weaves it a specific way. I don't know if it can just be willy nilly sewn into stuff. I think we've tried that before, and she's had to do a specific thing to it. But yeah, tailor magic.
I did not know tailors were magic.
Well, some are. How do you think they make such fantastical like tunics? Like, look at this, and he shows off his tunic. There's nothing magical about it, but he just thinks it looks cool, and so he's just like, haha.
Keza claps.
And Vic leans in, and he's just like, Devin, I did tell them that we're part of a rebellion and all that fun stuff. Devin's like, ah, my loudmouth friend, thank you so much for telling me that. But still, appearances have to be kept up. Are you looking for refuge or any more help?
A permanent solution for this would be good.
Mm. I mean, we can see if she can do anything about it. And Vic is like, I doubt she can, but we can try. If not, we can at least give you guys like some supplies to head off to maybe find someone who can.
I think we have a lead to meet someone by the name of Healer off to the west.
And Davin was just like, healer, healer. I think Tarlin mentioned something about a healer.
Big
I mean,
guy, big fella.
yeah, Minotaur guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tarlin knows more about that. I don't know jack shit, honestly. I just get the goods, sell the goods, get the money, get the food, and go back.
By the way, you wouldn't happen to have a courier in here, would you?
A courier? Do we have a courier back? Yeah, I think I think she has someone. Well, Tarlin I know has. I think it's one of Chisel's friends that he healed. It's like, oh, yeah, sure. Sure, we have a courier. I mean, since... Oh, and then Vic chimes up and taps Damon's shoulder and just sort of whispers something. It's like, Eridanus? It's like, I thought it was Eridanus. It's Eridanus, you fucking idiot. And then Davin sort of just looks down the road both ways and it's just like, you guys have a very interesting fellow on your tail. We might want to... I mean, if you want, if you are up to it, we can take you back and hide you for a little bit until he loses your scent, and then you guys can be on your way to Healer. If you want. Or I can see if there's anything here that might take the trail off you guys.
I think any supplies that would help at this point would be excellent.
Well, here's your 10 gold, and gives you all 10 gold. And you can choose from this pile of stuff I have, if anything might be helpful to you. Then he points to it's not really a pile, it's more like a box full of things and all of that. And he's just like, feel free to take your pick. Does anyone go diving into the chest?
Why not?
What is in the box?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
What's in the box?
What's in the
What's in the fucking
box?
box? So you have a cloak of protection. Or, yeah, I would say that Sook, you would know what a cloak of protection looks like. There's a decanter. There are some goggles. There is a... Sorry, I'm just trying to see the picture of this. There is a necklace that has like sort of an arm and a heart on it. And then there is a bag.
Guess I'd pull all those items out and show everybody.
Do we have a max amount of items we can take, or? I'll
I
ask
mean, you can take any of them. I don't really have anything wrong with you taking all that stuff.
I mean, if he offers to let us take it all, I say we take it all.
It's not a bad idea.
Do you happen to know what these things do at all?
This here is your run-of-the-mill cloak of protection, granted by not me, but someone at our procurement specialist warehouse. And this is a decanter of water. I don't know exactly what it does. Just sort of scratches his head. These are goggles of night. This is a necklace of heart. And this is a bag of grabbing stuff. And Vic looks at all the stuff. He's like, cloak of protection, decanter of endless water, goggles of night, periaptive health, and bag of holding. It's just like, how the fuck did you know that? It's like, I pay attention.
It's mighty
Hey,
kind of you,
Cairo?
Devin.
You may want this one. As Scarlet points at the necklace.
Sorry, who do you say that to?
Oh, to Cairo?
Oh, okay. Kyra will look at the necklace, sort of holds it up. This looks quite pretty. I'll take this if no one has any objections.
Would I know what each of these does, Ty? Like, if I've studied it all?
You would know about the periaptive health goggles of night, and bag of holding. The decanter of endless water. Actually, yeah, no, you would know about that one
Kind
too.
of says it on the tin.
Yeah. So yeah, you would know what
You-
all this stuff does.
Even it has a
Okay.
label on it. You can see it.
And now
Look
for
at this
Tyler.
label. It has the nutrition facts. You ask Tyler.
No. Now for Tyler, periaptive health, is that the one that like makes you immune to diseases?
Periaptive health is you are
Is it
immune to
the-
contracting any disease while you wear this pendant.
I always get that one and the one that like gives you advantage on death saving throws mixed up.
Yeah,
Alright.
this is periaptive health.
Well, that is a nice little necklace, Cairo. It keep you from many diseases.
Disease. Could be quite useful. Yeah, I think Kyra will take up the periaptive health.
All right.
If no
And
one
the
minds, I would
goggles.
not mind taking this cloak. No one else wants it.
If you want it, I'll hand it over.
I appreciate
Starlight
that.
will
This
give.
might.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're okay. Go ahead.
Starlight will look at the goggles, give everyone a once over, and just ask Keza, "Can you see in the dark?"
Not yet.
Everyone who can see in the dark, raise a hand, as she does.
Kyra will raise a hand.
I
I
raise
raise my
mine.
hand.
Ruel raises her hand.
Yep,
Why do we not have
by
dark vision
default.
in our senses? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. You should.
No.
Sounds like that would benefit me perfectly. Put the goggles on. How do I look?
Absolutely dashing. That was David. Got it.
Yeah, Kyra will just give like a thumbs up and a polite nod.
Does anybody want the bottle or the bag?
I was going to ask for the bottle.
Sure.
Yeah, I can hold the bag. Anyone else want it?
Nope, it's yours.
And Starlight will just reach for it.
All right. So you guys gonna come back with us? Gonna go on your way? What do you want to do?
What do y'all think?
I was about to ask the very same thing.
Starlight is just absent-mindedly shoving one of her hands into the bag of holding, like a magic trick.
Do we think this can wait? As he points to his hand.
Hmm.
I think we should take care of this first.
Agreed.
What time is it?
It is that afternoon now.
How long would it take us to get to Healer?
Oh, Healer's like a few days of travel. Well, not even just a few days. It's like probably like a week or so of travel.
What about the crazy wizard?
The crazy wizard, he's closer, but you have no idea if he's gonna help or not.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Scarlight just wants to talk to a crazy wizard.
That would be really fun.
Also, I'm sorry for how bad that map is. I'll fix it up later, but at least you guys can see where the fuck everything is.
There's ants on the map.
I know.
Supposed to be seeing a map.
I put it in campaign notes.
Oh, okay.
It's like, crazy wizard? You talking about Bredenbecker, the beggar?
Yes, that one.
I mean, he might have some cool items for you, but I wouldn't go so far as to say he'll help you.
What
Worth
else
a
have you
shot.
heard about him?
That he's fucking insane.
Other than that.
Yeah, I mean, we've technically talked to him once, but he just threw glass bottles at us, and there was like a wooden frog that shot lasers from its eyes at us and
Wait, what?
told us
That's
like,
cool.
Huh?
I just need to see this.
I mean, feel free if you can get past his defenses.
Defenses.
Yeah. And also if you can shake the trail of Iridanus, Donis. Fucking Vic, you got me fucked up now.
Oh, speaking of which, was that one supposed to be intimidating? I mean, he was really kind of a pushover.
He probably wasn't trying. You'll be more scared if he brings his little tiefling half-orc friend. Which, if you pissed him off enough, he probably will.
Huh.
I like how Scarlight keeps on going like, yeah, I didn't get hit at all. This guy was so weak. And then Vic's over there without an eye, having like
Yeah,
get killed by
I
this
was
guy.
about to say. Yeah, how does Vic react to that?
Yep, it's her own experience.
Vic is just... Vic is like sort of just still like in the back. He's just sort of like in his own thoughts. And then he like gets up, he's like, well, if you guys are gonna go find Brownbacker, we're gonna get back to, what was it, your procurement warehouse? And Devin's like, yes. Should probably pack up.
Hmm.
But yeah. Oh, Vic, were you able to get down? He says something to Vic. And let me... What are people's passive perception?
15.
Mine's a
12.
14.
14.
16.
Keza.
11.
Actually, I think all of you would sort of make out certain words. I think you'd have to roll a perception check to make out more. You would hear him say, like, would you not say we're tiefling family? Blah, 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 blah. Gotta find who's gonna be executed. Those are sort of the
You know
words you
what?
make out.
Uh-oh.
Let's roll on that.
Would you
Perception?
possibly be able to repeat that? I'm so sorry.
Well, I mean, you can barely hear it, so
Okay.
if you want to hear,
I
if
can
you
barely
want,
hear it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you would heard something about wood genasi, a tiefling family, and something about execution.
Okay.
Shit, wait. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh god. At the slate, like in like hearing the word tiefling family, Cairo will shoot up and turn to fucking what's his name? Draven or Davin. What's his
Yeah,
Davin.
Davin Strongblade.
Yeah. We'll turn to Davin and go, I'm sorry, what did you just say about the tiefling family?
It depends on who wants to know.
Me.
That's the DM laughing, not him. Caught me off guard.
Sorry.
it's we just we, we have fuck it, okay. And you see him click his fingers, and then sort of a little like shimmer comes up around all of you. And he's speaking for Leeson now. He's just like, okay, so we have a rebel base nearby, and we have a whole bunch of refugees there. We have a Wood Genasi family. We have, I was getting something for them. I was getting something for the Tiefling family that's there. We have a myriad of people there. We have a monk there. We have other people there. Tarlin is the captain that we all report to. And Havel is the sort of second in command, the woman who blessed your stuff. And we were procuring items for them and making sure they had the necessary things. And so we're going to go back, give them the stuff, and that would be it. And as far as the execution thing, we got a list of people who are on route to be executed. And so we are going to try to break some of those people out.
Okay. It's going to sound strange, but did they look at all like me?
Tieflings?
Yes.
Hard to say. We're usually in the dark most of the time, even with the light. It's hard for me to say.
Have you talked to them at all? Have they told you anything about where they came from?
No. I think the only person who's gone any farther with them would be Havel.
Havel, was it?
Yeah, our second in command. And Ruel. That name
Yeah.
would sort of ring a bell to you.
What was the name again? Tell me again.
Havel.
Havel. Okay. If I should know it, my brain's misfiring right now, so.
Yeah, you like your character like has heard the name before, but it's almost like it's like a fuzzy memory.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna go do. Since Vic was so honest with you, I thought I'd be honest too, but not without a little bit of protection from wandering ears.
I'm shiny.
Sorry?
No, Scarlet is just looking at the shimmer that he casts on us.
Not on
Oh,
you
okay.
guys. It's like a square around you guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kara, do you know these groups?
The groups? I might know the Tiefling family if they're anything. They might be mine. I'm trying to look for my family. Sorry, I probably should have been a bit more specific. Were there two, one mom, one dad, and a little daughter? About Ira goes to like move to the reference to the shoulder, but like moves down to the like hip area of them and be like around this tall.
It would be I believe it's just a father and a daughter.
Oh, oh no, oh no. Okay, all right.
The daughter's not that short though. So
Oh,
I don't know if it's the people you're looking for or what, but
I mean it's been a couple years, a long while. No, sorry. Maybe we should come with you if that's possible. If that's all right with everyone else, I don't mean to
Do you
be.
need any help?
Maybe. I don't. I haven't seen my family in about 13 years. But for them, it might have been more than maybe 2. So, I haven't been able to see them for a while, and I don't know what happened, and I want to find them, make sure they're safe, make sure they know I'm safe.
Starlight's head tilts severely. I do not think that is how time works.
Well, here that's not how time works, but when you're... it's a long story. I was not here on this realm of existence for a long while, to put it simply. So time passed there a lot faster than it did here, and I'm a lot older than they might think. I'm sorry. I'm just worried, and I'm trying to find them. If it's possible, if it's of any, they're sort of like stuttering over their words. They're like their heart is pounding. Their head is just swimming full of like, oh shit, what happened? Like, what could have? So they're just sort of like fumbling their words, and they just go, I don't mean to like, stride forward and, take too many steps ahead, but if they would, is it possible that we can all go? I don't, or at least follow you, Davin, to the camp, or your safe haven. I think you're the closest of any information I've gotten so far to where they might be.
Okay, no need to worry. Deep breaths. Would you happen to have a name? That might help you confirm.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I don't have the names of them, so.
I do. I
I'll-
just need to look through my notes.
Well, Davin's saying this. I don't know their names, so
Oh,
I wouldn't be able to cross-reference them and confirm them for you. I'm sorry about that.
it's all right.
Nope.
Any information so far has been a blessing. So thank you for elaborating.
Hey, of course.
Doctor would just pat you on the shoulder and be like, if it's family, we can go look into it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we can just check in for today.
Thanks to the help of Habel, looks like we have bought ourselves a little more time with their little keepsakes.
By the way, Scarlight looks at the magic item she got and looks back at the cards. Isn't this a bit redundant?
The bag was not in the cart.
Oh,
The bag
I
was
thought we
there
were
with.
transporting the magic items.
No, these were magic items he already had. You gave him a new thing of magic items.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we can take you there. Vic gets up, he's just like, huh? What? Yeah. Sure they wouldn't mind.
Sip, Ruel. Y'all in?
Sure. Yep. It's fine with me.
I'm in.
Alright. Well, Davin, get your stuff packed up and let's go. And you see him sort of nod and like he does like a little bit of a conjure and sort of you see things start to go inside of another bag that he has. Everything just goes it goes into the bag and so does the cart. He's just like, oh, shouldn't have grabbed the
Yes.
whole cart, but whatever. And he zips up the bag and puts it on and stuff. He's just like, all right, follow us. And so he starts taking you from where you were deeper into because where he was sort of on the side of the road. And now he's taking you just like past like the tree line and going into this very like thick forest. And you see in this forest, you see water coming out of the trees as well as like the rivers and stuff. And there's a lot of like little brooks that are breaking off and everything as you guys traverse this. Who the fuck is beeping?
Is it a fire alarm? What the fuck?
Oh shit!
Beep 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 beep.
It's the robots. They're taking over.
But yeah, So you guys follow them, and it takes you guys about another hour of traveling to get to this sort of this wooded, like very wooded, like almost mountainy place that has like water. It's like the tiniest waterfall you've ever seen. And there's like water going down like a rock, and he sort of presses some things on the side of the rock, and the water starts to flow a little bit more and even more and more until it's sort of like rushing at your guys' feet. And then you see a little sort of crack start to form in the rock. And then it just like you hear like rock grinding, and you see the opening open as more water sort of falls down, but the water splits with the rock. And he sort of says, "Mind your heads, especially you tall ones."
That is so cool.
Very.
And you can tell in this area there's a lot of trees, a lot of overgrowth. It's very sort of almost like if he hadn't been leading you guys, you probably would have gotten lost within like 2 seconds. Very confusing area. But yeah, so y'all go through the rock under it. I semi want to roll for you guys if you bonk your heads, but I won't.
Oh, God. I can roll that.
Just be an acrobatics check from everyone.
All right.
Let's go.
Oops.
Kara, you bonk your head.
Fuck.
16.
Nat 20.
Okay, fucking Sook, you're tiny. It doesn't count.
I'm like significantly shorter than all the other ones. So.
Doctor, you bonk your head.
No.
Bonk. Rel, you bonk your head.
I love how he warned us, and then half the team just.
Yeah.
Um,
Ow. Ow.
Ow, fuck, ah, fuck. That one's just like, very, very agile bunch you all are. And then the stone closes behind you, and it's sort of this it just goes pitch black on most of you. Even those with dark vision, it almost feels like a magical darkness that you can't see through. And then you hear some like, not necessarily scraping, but some like padding on the rock, like from someone, either Vic or Davin. And then you see some runes on the side of the cave just light up and start showing you a way down. They're lit up in a very gentle yellow thing, almost like mirroring the sun. And Davin leads you down some twisting, winding stairs until you get to the bottom. And then you see this open cavern and a metal gate in front of you. And Davin comes up and yells, what does he yell? What was the thing again? Password.
what the password? This password?
No, the password's not password.
It's
It could
Hunter
be.
2.
That was a joke.
Just a bunch of letters and characters and numbers.
Yep. I do not have a strong password. Fuck, I have to redo it.
Got to add in a uppercase letter.
Oh, found it. He yells out, "Time is the tempest's friend." And the gate starts to like scrape open and rattles a little bit. And you all walk in and see again this open cavern that's lit, and you see tents off in the corner. You see a fence that has some pigs and other animals in it. You see sort of a tent that has like a table with like a map on it, and like torches sort of strung about. You see tents sort of in the distance that look to have injured people, and you see sort of a training ground, and you see a graded gate on the other side as well, sort of as the similar thing. But you also see some palisades, some wooden palisades that surround it, and you can also see like sandbags and all of that are like look like they're fortifying a little bit. And there's just this gentle light of the torches around, and you sort of see people like look at you as you walk in. And Davin makes a beeline for the tent that has like the table with the map, because you see a half orc, you see a human, and you see also a Fey Walker around it. And a centaur.
So are we now like in the belly of the rebellion? Is that where we are?
I'm going to say the belly. You're in one camp of the rebellion.
Yeah, this feels more like a refugee camp.
Hmm.
Lean of the rebellion.
You can see in the middle there's like a stone pit that has like a fire and like sort of a metal like stake, not stake, but like a, you know, like where you would put like some meat on, and then like the rotisserie, you know. And you see some weaving stations, some tanning stations. Some people where the majority of the tents are, you see a majority of what look like probably the refugees and the families and stuff. And then you see people that, and then you see the other people who are near the map and stuff. And Damon goes up to them. He's just like, I got the shipment and stuff and blah 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 blah. Starts going to talk to them, and Vic sort of nods at the Feywalker, and the Feywalker nods like in a direction towards the camps and towards the tents in the back, and you can sort of tell that's maybe probably like a medical area. So he's walking over there.
Wow, it's dark in here.
Very.
And
Oh,
Devin looks at you. He's
Can
just
I
like,
outfit you? Oh, go
oh,
ahead.
what was that, Ramsey?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Davin's just gonna like hail you guys over and like sort of like call you guys, beckon for you all to come over to where he is.
Oh, Kiza, in here you can test out your new goggles, maybe.
Oh, great thinking. Put it on.
All right.
Thanks, Starlight.
And so do you all walk up to Davin's beckoning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk up, you can see that the half orc, he's bald, has an eye patch, wears armor, but has a really big smile as you guys approach. And the human woman has a whole bunch of scars over her face, but she has these bright blue eyes that almost look a little bit unnatural. And yeah, she sort of clocks Ruel and then looks at the rest of you. And Tarlin's just smiling. He's just like, so these are the people that have helped us, and we've helped them. May I?
Jesus.
Sorry. May I ask your names?
My name is Pirate. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I sort of bow.
Just
I am
nods at you.
Scarlight. Hello.
Oh, tall one. And the Ildvir looks at both Ruel and Suk.
My name is Sukit. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Rel would just kind of she would just kind of, I guess, give a slight nod of the head and say, Ruel.
Havel stares at you again and then looks back.
Like, insight check, something like what?
Yeah. Give me a history check.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh no, it's on the tip of your tongue. But
Shit.
What's his name again?
Havel. Her name is Havel.
Oh. Is this something I should know as the player?
No.
Okay. Okay. Because I'm like, my brain is not working right now, so I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No worries. But yeah. And then Tarlin looks at the Bathasum and the Aarakocra.
Dokthro. I extend out a hand.
He clasps it, really like strong grip and stuff with you, and like a warrior's handshake.
Mm-hmm.
I wave my hand, say, "Hi, I'm Kenzo."
Nice to meet you.
Quite the community you have here.
Yeah, refugees fleeing from the monarch's cruelty. Fun bunch. And this is my second in command, Havel. He baps her on the shoulder, and she sort of lurches forward because he's quite tall. He's probably as tall as Doctor.
Oh shit.
And but Havel is like about 5'7", 5'8". She sort of like raises hand. She's like, "I'm Havel Farrowblood. Nice to meet you all." And then she also like looks at all your hands. She's like, "Oh, you have the oath cloth."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have you to thank for those lights.
How old does she look?
She looks about in her 20s, late 20s.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, is this the human?
Yeah, this is the human.
Okay.
She actually does not have that accent. I did the wrong accent for her. Whoops. But regardless, this is more of her accent. Sorry. She does. She's like, do any of you need healing or anything else? We can get you over to see Chisel. And she points to the Feywalker, and the Feywalker bows at all of you. It's like, hello, I'm Chisel, healer for this camp. If you need anything, I'll be going over there looking at the supplies that haven't got us. But yeah, if you need me sitting there, holler, shout. Be just right over there. And Feywalkers are also tall. And he is illuminated with these colors of orange and silver in his like body. And as he talks, like where his mouth should be, it's like yellow that lights up, and his eyes are yellow. He just bows at all of you and then walks off. So like goes back to Tarlin. Right, so are you guys looking for you guys are looking for someone specific, you said?
Yes.
Tieflings?
Yes, a family of tieflings. A father, a mother, and a daughter.
I got a father and a daughter here. They're from I actually don't exactly know where they're from. Havel? I was like, they're from Fete Nouvelle, as far as I remember, along with the Wood Genasi family.
Cairo will just sort of like go white for a second and go, do you happen to know where they are currently staying?
Yes, I can lead you to them. She looks over at Cairo and nods. You all feel free to look around the camp or talk to Tarlin if you have any more questions. And
Right.
Havel takes you over to where all the tents are, and you start seeing more and more of the refugees, and some of them scarred, some of them missing limbs. And she gets to a tent. It's a tent that's green. You can tell sort of these are not the refugees' tents. They are tents that have been made here. And she sort of sounds out. Sorry, I didn't get to transfer my NPC names to my thing, so I have to look through my notebook for the names. She says, expertise, are you there? And you see this red-skinned tiefling come out. He's missing an eye, and he looks a bit sleepy. So he's just like, how can I help you? Oh, Havel, hi. And she's like, yes, this, I think this tiefling has some questions for you.
Expertise, was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. I'm sorry, that must have been a bit of a mistake. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you happen to have a daughter named Virtue at all?
No, but I believe the Woodgenasi, people traveled with someone with that name. They mentioned it with us on our travels.
And the name Sael, would they also be with the Woodgenasi?
I don't think they're with them, but I think they traveled with them. I don't
Right.
know. But the Woodgenasi family's over there. Right over here, and Havel points you in the direction. And
Right.
she asks, she's like, Elmasion? Are you there? Oh, wrong accent. Getting them mixed up. Elmasion, are you there? And you see this wood genasi come out. He has like very dark bark and some like moss that's still on him. And he comes out and he's just like, hello. How can I help you? He's like, I think this tiefling has questions for you.
Hello, Sael. My name is Kyra. I'm sorry. I was looking for my family, but, I think that must have been a mix-up. I'm I've been gone for a while and I haven't been able to see them. I'm sorry. Pyro starts to get a bit like emotional. Saying that
Almstein puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like, what was it? Are you looking for Sail and Virtue?
yes, I'm looking for them. I'm sorry.
We traveled with them, but we got separated.
Why did you get separated?
We got separated once we got into Deldrak. We
Yeah.
traveled all the way through Notorious together. And we got here. It was... There was an ambush of some kind. I don't exactly know what. But we all escaped from it, as far as I know. Sail and Virtue ran off in their own way. There was also another one with them, Harmony.
Yes, that's her. That's my mother. Okay. You didn't happen to see where they went at all? Or you just got separated and that's...
We were separated and then we started begging at Bayberg. That's when Vic found us and got us over here.
All right. Thank you for the information. I'm the child. I've been for them for so long.
Are you Cairo?
Yes, that's me.
So I'll talk to nothing of pride about you.
Kyra's immediately going to start like tearing up, but like immediately try to cut it out and be like, thank you, that means a lot. Bother. Thank you for all the information that you've given me.
Of course. Actually, Sidoril, and you see a smaller Woodjanasi come out. It's a girl. She looks up at you. She's like, give her what you got from Virtue. And she hands you a necklace that you know that Virtue made. She's like, she gave it to me. Just in case I saw her sister, she said. Give it to her.
Oh my god. Kyra's going to gingerly take it.
Sibling, my bad, sibling.
It's fine. They're just going to take it. They are the dams are bursting in Kyra's eyes as they start like just crying, but like try to like wipe away their tears. Thank you, young one.
Sidoril, not really knowing like societal cues yet, just gives you a big ol' hug immediately.
Kyra hugs back, just very emotional. Thank you. This is invaluable to me.
Of course.
Did she give this to you?
She gave it to us when we were camping one night. She was like, this is my sibling's strong necklace that I made for him. It helped them keep him safe, but I wasn't able to give it to him. That's what she said to me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. It means a lot. Oh boy. I feel like I had so many other questions, but they're all blanked. I'm so sorry.
Elmstein sort of pats Sidoril on the head and brings her back and is like, right, again, we lost contact with them. Don't know if they're safe or not, but they at least escaped from what we thought was an ambush attack thing. Again, I don't know who they were, but they're the one that made my boy lame. I'm sorry, I can't give you much more.
It's all right. Any information is invaluable. Thank you so much. I'm forever in your debt.
There's no debt to be paid. Just be safe and find them.
Thank you. I will. Thank you. I wish there was something I could give you in return.
Nah, nothing needed. Just take care of yourself, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Again, I'm sorry. I know I'm saying thank you much too much, but thank you. And the Kyra sort of offers not the wrapped hand, but the left hand to shake.
Elmstein stands up, shakes your hand, and then sort of pulls you into a hug as well. He's like, you're gonna be alright, kid. Be alright.
Thank you.
He pats you on the back and then sits back down. And you can sort of tell inside of the tent, you see another Woodjanasi, a son that looks a little bit older than, well, actually quite a bit older than the daughter that you just met. She was a little tiny one, and you can see that he doesn't have any legs. He's just sort of staring up at the ceiling of the tent.
Kyra will nod and bow. Your information has been much very, very important. Thank you again. I must go back to my companions now.
All right. If you need anything else, we'll be here.
Will do. Thank you again. Oh goodness. I'm sorry. I keep saying thank you.
He just smiles, just like a very fatherly smile.
All right. I'll turn to Havel and go. I'm ready to go back.
Okay, I'll take you back. She guides you back to the companions and stuff. And as that was going on, did the companions have any questions for Tarlin?
Uh, why is the password that?
Time is the Tempest's friend. I believe it's a that's not his accent. Oh my god. I believe it's a stanza from a poem written by, who was it? It was was it one of the Saints of the World born, or was it Hydrus herself? I forget. It's a stanza from a poem, and most of the bases have one of the stanzas from the poem as their passwords.
Hmm.
But it's only been uh eh, you you would only know it if you knew it. It's sort of a weird poem, so
Sounds like the most hipster shit.
I know, right?
You've never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Nah.
Probably
It's
never heard of it.
It's not. Well, it's technically a song that a bard will sing. When you hear it, you sort of get the idea, and then you follow the bard. It's one of the camps, and find refuge with us. And you see, as he's like talking with you guys, he picks up a note, not a note, but like a scroll, and he's like reading. He's like reading. He's like, "God, more executions." And then he sets it down.
By the way, all of this is kind of a surprise for most of us. How long has it been since things have turned this bad?
It was always not the best. It was more in closed doors, but something recently has changed with the monarchy where it's become more brutal. The noble houses are a bit more upfront with their cruelty. So I would say probably within the past, like, 6 months. It's gotten a lot worse, but this has been probably going on for a few years now.
And no of the other houses are checking them?
Well, all of the noble houses are involved. You can't be a noble without having some slaves. Oh, sorry, my bad. Indentured servants.
Ruel just kind of looks shocked.
Slaves.
Okay, that one is also completely new to me.
Right. So, the slave trade started, I would say, about a year ago, under one of the noble houses. It was all very hush hush. And I'm one of the few people who has intimate knowledge of it because I was a slave. I was brought in from Ebris. I was captured by what I thought was a mercenary job, but blacked out. They took me in. Next thing I know, I was in mines, mining out ore. We sit on a bed of just the wealthiest ore mines, iron ore mines, in probably the world. And I was down there for about a year. It's where I lost this. And he flips open his eye patch, and where there usually would be an eye socket, it's actually like almost looks like the skull almost collapsed in. The skin healed over and just a mar of scarring. And he puts it back down. Havel had it a little bit worse than me. Not necessarily. Well, actually, no, yeah. Failed some rite, and then was exiled from her order. And by exiled means given to one of the noble houses and put to work. Gotta be making their money somehow. You see the poor on the streets. Most of those poor have been in and out of the mines, have been in and out of work camps. Vic over there. Vic only knew slavery. Was tortured until one of the soldiers grew a heart and freed him. He was born into that. It was all very hush hush. Called us indentured servants. But there were so many that you didn't see. The ones who didn't work the lands, the ones who were underground, working mines, ones who were using the old highways of Awaithir. Chisel. He was the one who had to keep slaves alive during their trek from one of the underground stations to the capital. And now they're trying to find excuses for every new person that walks into this country to say that they're a spy, that they're some treasonous whelp. And he points down at the um at the scroll that has all the names for the next execution. You see some names that are probably denoting of like a centaur, a tiefling, some Ildvir, dragonborn, of course. And see one that's called Osthal.
And that's why you're all here.
Yeah, trying to stop this. We get the execution notices and we try to go break them out on their way to their execution block.
Doctor would look kind of at all of you at that moment. Just- Eesh.
Doctor, you know the name Osthal. Osthal.
Okay. So,
Am I pronouncing it correctly?
probably.
Yeah.
I was looking at a page when you said that.
Mm.
This is for no other reason than just entering at the wrong time.
Pretty much.
Do you know anything more that could have triggered this, the king and queen and noble houses to become more brutalistic?
Well, we do have an inside source. That inside source says that something happened. Someone close to them attacked them without them knowing. Their father changed.
Are
day-
there descriptions of the people? Sorry.
Yeah, so we have, he starts listing off names of a centaur, of dragonborn, of some Ildvir, some humans, some gnomes. One gnome. They also list ages out as well.
Are these
He
the sources that he's citing?
No. This is the
Oh.
people on the execution block.
Oh, I misunderstood. Sorry.
Yeah, my bad. The gnomes, you can tell that some of them are kids. There's also a Vathasum, who's a younger Vathasum. And some Feywalkers.
I'll just like walk up and like snatch the paper out of his hands after hearing that and look at it and like read the name.
I'm guessing someone you know.
He's like rubbing the sides of his head. You will have my help.
Wait. Are you sure about those ages?
Yeah. It's not the first time they've executed children.
Some people in there need a good killing.
He sort of leads you all away from where he is, sort of across the complex, to where there's sort of like, there's like a whole bunch of storage bins, but also right in front of it, there's like, there's one storage that he pulls up and he opens, and it's just like pieces of parchment, and all of them, there's hundreds of them, and they all have names. And he looks at all of you and he's like, these are the names of most of the people's here, families, people that they know they've lost, and some others from people who used to be here with us.
I'm sorry, when is this?
This has been accumulated over, I'd say, about 2 years now.
Mm.
It ramped up within the last few months. And then he also grabs like a scroll that's at the bottom of it, closes it, and he gives it to you, Docthro. And when you open it, you see a decree for all newly born dragonborn to be executed.
Jesus.
You said it, man.
Oh, literal genocide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like looks at the paper and he's still looking back at the other in his hand, like really not even taking his eyes off of the list that he was like snatched from him before.
Mm-hmm.
And do I like see a date or anything on any of this?
You would see a date set out for like about a month out. Actually, sorry, 2 months out.
And where are they held? Where do they hold these people?
Oh, he sort of is taken aback about your your very passionate response, and he's just like, they hold him at different places. We usually go and scout out. I usually work with Havel and some other people who are ex-military, and we go sniff these people out and break them out. I think these are going to be closer to the capital, unfortunately. Just a little bit harder, but we can get them.
I would like to know about all of them, please. And when you get a moment.
About all of the prisoners, or about all of the...
These. He's like presenting the list again.
Okay, time out, DM. Are you
Yes,
asking
the
about
same
like
list.
the
The one
same
that he
list?
snatched. Yes.
Yeah. So are you asking about the specific prisoners, or like
Yeah.
the
He
mission
just
to
wants
save
to
them?
know where they are. Like considering how they're finding them out, he's asking. He wants to know where each one of them is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So these half are probably in a garrison that's about southeast of the main capital, Pernalor, and then these guys southwest. And he points to the Vathasum and gnomes and stuff.
And how heavily guarded are they?
Usually decently, but we've been getting more and more moles in the military, so we're hoping to break those defenses soon enough.
And he speaks, and then he's just kind of like looking at the people around him, seeing I guess the look on all their faces. I know he physically heard, I think, some of them express when they read that other order that he had in his hand. Just taking a look at all of them. seeing their emotion and expression.
What is everyone's emotions and expressions right now?
And I think I
Scarlet-
said earlier that Ruel looked kind of shocked.
Yeah, pulled by the ages.
Deeply unsettled and like kind of disgusted by the ages too.
I think Ruel would look borderline sick at this point.
And taking a look at all you, he would just say, I think I don't speak for all of you, but personally, what my business I had can wait at the moment. Do you need help? Looking
We're all-
back to
We're always needing help. The more people we can get on our side, the more we can fight back against the cruelty.
Mm.
And this is when Havel comes up with Cairo. Well, actually, they would probably have already joined, but Havel actually comes up to Ruel and taps you on the shoulder.
I think she would just, like, her whole body would flinch.
I'm sorry.
All right.
You are a current, are you not?
She goes pale.
And Havel shows you. She sort of comes in front of you. She's just like, you don't look like a traitor, so don't worry. I'm not here to say anything about that. I'm just... And she pulls something out of a pouch, and it is an emblem of a current. She
Okay.
shows you. I
No-
felt my right.
I would still have mine, right? Somewhere
Yeah.
in my possession. Yeah.
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
And this is when it sort of clicks
Yeah.
in your class, like as you were growing up and stuff, and as you guys were being prepped to go through all of these phases and stuff. There was
Mhm.
like this one rite that was sort of a coming of age rite, and she failed it, and you remember her.
I
and she was thrown out.
suspected, based on her age, that it might have been like a peer sort of situation. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and now you recognize her, but her head is like she has like the hair on her side of her head is like shaved, and she has sort of it like slicked back and stuff, and so many more scars than you remember.
You've been here all this time.
Mm-hmm. Been trying to help.
Well, I'm trying to help now too.
We will need it.
I'll take her hand if she lets me and just kind of hold it and give it a squeeze.
She like, I never once stopped thinking about you all. I know we barely got to actually talk to each other. We only really talked to our preceptors. Only had classes together.
Seems like a lifetime ago.
Truly. And she takes you like a little bit away from the group, out of their earshot, and whispers to you. I hope you know. Vethred is one of our inside sources. He's helping us.
Vethred.
Yes.
She just looks confused but relieved.
He hasn't been a part of this. He's been trying to get away from his father.
Is he okay?
He's trapped in the capital. Trapped in the main castle.
What
But
happened? What happened to his father? What?
We don't know. We think someone may have infiltrated the currents. Well, that's my surmising. Anyways.
You're certain he's helping?
He is. Anytime
Good.
he gets the chance to.
Do you speak with him ever?
I personally don't, but I speak with the one who does. He's in another camp.
Maybe best not to mention me.
We won't. Don't worry.
Okay.
We don't mention any new recruits we get to him. He just gives us information about what his father is doing and what any of the higher noble houses are doing.
I didn't know about any of this.
It was very well hidden for a long time.
I'm glad
It's
to hear
only now.
Glad to hear he's
coming
not
to
part
light.
of it.
Same. He is the one we are entrusting our future to.
Good. Good.
If we can depose his father, or at least snap his father out of this. Still, we need a change. A change of the crown. And don't worry. We also still have people within the currents as well.
You should
helping
know
us.
that if that is your aim to put him there, then I will do anything, anything to help. To see that happen, I would do anything.
She grabs your hand and sort of pulls you and just gives you a hug. And she's like, that makes me so happy to hear.
Just nervously kind of hugs her back. Not really sure.
She's just like, we'll get you all the tools necessary to help us. We'll get you involved.
I just can't be near him, you know.
Is there a reason why?
It just didn't leave on the best of terms, you know?
Correct. We know that here. Don't worry. You won't be near him. You won't be, more than likely, depending on what we're doing. You'll be mostly working with us and bolstering this camp here.
You can count on me to help.
Thank you. She walks back with you and she's like, well, she like nods first back to the group and
Yeah, we walk back together.
Cairo, any luck with your family?
Pyro comes back, tear-stained cheeks, and has sort of a little bit of an inscrutable look on their face, and they just nod and go, I found a lot more information that's useful. They made it to Deldrak safely, but after that, they were separated from the family that they were traveling with, and fuck, I immediately forgot where they got separated at.
that would have been probably on the west side. Actually, let me
Yeah.
see. Let me see the map. Let me see the map.
Let me see
Not
the
the
map.
shitty one. Actually, sorry, it'd be the east side.
East side?
East side?
I say that as Keza. I'm just
The they were last seen at the east side of Eldrak. That is more information that I've ever gotten. So I'm just happy to know that they made it here safely and that they're alive.
Where you guys are at, you're at a little storage area. It's not really like it's just the cave and stuff. It's just a whole bunch of like boxes cluttered around. But to your left, you would see a stand where like a lookout is next to the palisades and where the other metal gate is. And you can hear him say, "It's like, sir, I think we're gonna have to be worried here in a bit." And you hear a thump, like a flying arrow go by. And you hear a little dissipating, like a moan that has like an echo to it.
Uh-oh.
And Pine looks up, he's just like, is it another wave? He's just like, we've been pretty okay so far. It was just one. I don't know about if there's any others with them.
Wait, They know about this place?
No. Tarling gets up. Something. There's an interconnected web of highways that are underneath this area. They sometimes go really deep into underground and sometimes are closer to the surface. But we've been noticing undead. I know Havel here has been trying to charm what she can with holy water and stuff to make sure that the undead are able to be fought back. Most of the arrows are laced with it. But sometimes we
Where
get
they're
bigger
coming
waves.
from.
We don't know exactly where they're coming from. We went exploring a little bit to see if we could find any underground water so we didn't have to risk going outside to get fresh water, but one of the tunnels we were exploring, I wasn't there precisely. I was heading it, heading the mission. But one of our explorers, I think, dug a little too deep. And since then, we've had undead bodies and all of that. And he looks up at one of the ladders. He's like, if you want to go take a look.
Realization dawns on Scarlight as she says, "Is that why you needed the decanters?"
Yeah. Well, that and other reasons, but it's one of the one of the things we get uses out of it for. Tarlin goes up on the ladder and looks out. Sort of, the ladder goes up to where the lookout post is, but he just sort of stands at the top of it and takes out a little spyglass and looks, inspecting the area. He's just like, that one was a corpse. Just make sure it's no ghosts, okay? He comes back down. And then the archer there grabs a different arrow from a different bucket and lets it loose, and you can hear the little ignition of flame.
How long do we have?
It's gonna be. It's never ever gonna be a proper ETA. If we see a corpse, usually we'll see another couple too in about 5-minute intervals. If we get a bigger wave, though, that'll come in about an hour, 2 hours.
Well, I fell off a bridge earlier. I would probably go see a healer.
All
I'll
right.
assist if you need.
Above game, have we had enough time for a short rest?
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
You see some of the guards open the gate where the corpse was hit, and then they grab the corpse that has been lit aflame and sort of pat the flames out and bring him back in. Because it was more like a holy flame, like a lightish, bright white flame versus a yellowish, reddish natural flame. And they bring the corpse in. Cairo, what's your natural perception?
Oh
61, I
god.
believe.
Yeah, 27. No. My natural perception is, I think, 11.
Roll me a perception check.
Meh. Okay.
Okay. I'll just add that to your natural perception.
Shit.
You see that the corpse has skin similar to yours.
Oh shit.
No.
Oh god. Kyra's face sort
No.
of drops. Does it look younger than Cairo, like height wise.
It looks older.
Fuck. Uh, okay, I don't know what Cairo. I think Cairo is just sort of like internally panicking. It's a zombie, right? Like,
It was yeah, it was like an undead corpse.
yeah, under the corpse. Oh god. Yeah, no, Cairo's just sort of like doesn't know what to do, but will just sort of say, "Oh bother." It looks. That's a little too familiar. Just sort of referencing the corpse.
You doing okay? You seem scared.
I'm always scared. Uh, I. It's just been a lot today. Don't mind me. If we have to fight, then we must fight. I'm fine. Don't worry too much about me.
Do you want to check the source of the undead?
That would be great.
Do you go up to inspect the corpse at all?
A little bit, yeah. Like just taking very careful steps towards it.
As you walk closer,
I'll go with if that's okay.
Yeah. Tyra won't mind.
Keza, you're following in tow. As you grow closer, your stomach sinks. Because once you get closer to the torchlight that's illuminating the corpse, you see the face of your mother.
Shit. Oh fuck. And Tyra's just gonna like stand there shocked and go. It just makes some sort of like garbled noise that gets caught in her throat.
Do you know this? Do you know this person?
They nod. They nod a little too. They not like aggressively nod, like, yep, I just sort of like point to their face.
Keza, when they point to their face, you see a resemblance in Kara's face. You can tell that they're probably related.
Oh no, Cairo. I put my hand on their shoulder. I'm so sorry.
Just like start like crying a bit, but like too much is happening where they're like they don't want to like wait in the moment. They want to like keep an eye out in case like we're sort of like in the where like specifically are we? Like can we see like a perimeter like around see if there's like any sort of undead coming close by at all? Like if they
Yeah,
were
you can see that it's clear. Like you can see through
Okay.
the metal grate that
Alright.
it's completely clear, and you would get a shout from the lookouts and stuff. They have very keen eyes that are looking out at a. That's why they're the lookouts. So, and but yeah, it's like they will call out if they see anything, but you can tell just looking down there that there's nothing coming currently.
Okay, alright. Ah, fuck.
Hee
Don't hee that.
sorry, sorry,
Damn.
sorry.
Sorry about it.
Sorry, not sorry. No. Yeah, I think at this moment, like Kyra's just sort of like will just sort of like crumple down and start silently crying a little bit. Before realizing, oh shit, someone else is here. I probably should like Kyra.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I don't. A lot's happened today. I don't know what to do.
Well, we should probably find out what's causing this.
Indeed, I think that would be good. Oh,
Doesn't
sorry,
look
go
like
ahead.
Dr. O can fight. Is everyone else looking okay?
If we get the short rest, sorry, I would be all right.
Perfect.
Yeah, you guys get short rest.
I
We
didn't
should
take anything.
definitely find.
I'm
Sorry, go ahead.
fully prepared. By the way, how long does it take these undead from the source to get here?
Um,
Time-wise?
well, if we knew the source, we would be able to tell you, but from the hole at least, I believe it takes them about usually about 3 hours to travel.
How long do we have to stop the executions?
Months.
Okay, so we can do this for now.
Yeah, we have about 2 months until the executions happen, and probably within, say, the next few weeks, we'll start mobilizing to save the prisoners.
Does it look like this corpse is going to reanimate?
No.
I like the way
Well,
you said
like,
that.
well, I mean, like, in terms of
Where did that
like,
come from?
in terms of it like waking up on its own and doing it, no. On the terms of like you waking it up, you could probably reanimate it if you wanted to.
Oh no! Hell
Yeah.
A great idea. Do it right
Yeah.
no!
You have
Everyone's
access to
okay.
that?
She's alive.
She's fine.
She's fine.
Hug, hug.
Yeah, but
Are we gonna
No
weekend
cry.
at Bernie's this thing?
Yeah.
but Cairo, as you are crying over your mother's corpse, you start to notice that, like, aside from the whole damage of being dead, the like necrosis from that, you can also see scarring on her. Not necessarily like deep scars or like torture scars or anything like that, but like scarring around her wrists and ankles as if she was captured. And the guards sort of like let you be, and one sort of just quietly says, "We're gonna perform a rite to consecrate the bodies and make sure they're given a proper funeral."
Cairo will just sort of like eyes glazed over, nod. You may. Um, yeah, like just like staring at the body a bit more will allow the person to. Were they offering to like
Well,
like off?
yeah, they were like semi-offering, semi-saying that they're gonna perform. They're gonna make sure they perform rites of the world-born paragons to make sure that her body goes to where it needs to,
Okay.
and that it's safe from any type of evil harm and everything like that. And they ask you, it's like, would it be all right if we go and prepare the body with chisel, the Feywalker medic?
Not they will nod again. And just sort of like step back, but like still like trying to like they can't take their eyes off the corpse of their mother. So they're just like sort of standing nearby, watching if they were to continue with the rites.
Yeah, and they do. They take her over, and Havel comes over, and Chisel both perform rites on the body to make sure no evil can influence the body any further, and that all evil's driven out from it, and that peace is restored to their sleep to their eternal slumber.
Keza takes note of their rights.
Keza, you would also notice there is someone nearby, like in the medic area. You would see a water genasi, and you would see that they have, like, they're helping assist in the rites and stuff. They never talk, and then after the rites are done, they go back to like healing other people, more so like physical wrapping, not so much like magic. But you see that they have a symbol of Azerna on.
I walk up to him. You follow Zerna as well?
They look at you, scan over your body, and nod.
I take out my symbol and I show it to him.
They look at your symbol and look at you. Nod again.
I tuck my symbol away. How did you get here?
Not from here. From north.
Were you a slave as well?
No. Needing help.
Did you find your help?
No. Tribe in trouble.
How far are they?
North. Few weeks. North. Have time. Waiting for solstice.
Perhaps we can help. What's your name?
Cinder.
Cinder.
And you can tell when, like, they now have, like, as you're, like, looking into their eyes, it's like they are a water genasi, but in their eyes, it's like a flicker of flame in there. Almost like molten lava underwater.
Ooh.
Sorry. Not used to common.
No, that's
Do you speak primordial?
and in primordial I say I do.
Oh, and then in primordial, I say, oh, I haven't really been able to talk to people because don't share the language and I'm not good at common. We mostly speak primordial where I'm from. It's only Genasi's up there.
Does this get weird looks from anybody?
I would say you get a weird look from Chisel, from the Feywalker, and also from Havel. They're just looking at you like, what? Sort of almost surprised that this person's speaking.
Well, I do come with some companions. Cinder, you have friends with us. We'd be happy to help you.
I'd appreciate it. There is no rush on this. Again, I'm waiting for the what is the solstice, the birthday of Azerna. Because there is a malevolent force that wishes to attack. And they are going to attack on that day. So I need to make sure that there are, of course, preparations before then, but at least close to then. We don't want the wards wearing in any way. But there doesn't seem to be any clerics available for this type of things. Yeah. We follow the ways of Azurna, of Yuru, and Ruta.
We'll keep
And-
close.
Okay. And he does sort of a more formal introduction. He goes, I'm Cinder. And grabs his staff and sort of like twirls it behind him and sets it up. And you can tell that he sort of has like prayer beads on him, and he bows at you. And from his garb, he looks like a monk. And all the prayer beads, of course, have like inscriptions of Azurna, of like Azurna's cycles, of Ruta's cycles, of Yuru's cycles, and everything.
Those are beautiful.
Thank you. Yours is very beautiful as well.
Thank you.
It's the first time I've been able to talk with someone, so I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
It's nice to see someone that's familiar with the faith.
Yeah,
I'm learning things are a little different here.
yeah. These world-born paragons. I'm trying to learn more about them, but they seem to be swathed in mystery. But
A
good,
fun mystery.
you could say yes. But tidings to you, and if you need any help, feel free to call on me. And
Perfect.
he bows at you and sort of goes back to attending to his patient. And Chisel's sort of just like slack-jawed looking at you like, he's never talked before. Like, he's never talked to anyone before, and he just fucking had like a dissertation with you. What the fuck was that?
He says he likes my feathers.
Okay, do you have to say that? I know so many words in that language.
It's a little more of a formal greeting.
Okay. Well, if we need anything from him, would we be able to talk to you to ask him for it? We've never been able to talk to the bloke. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, his name's Cinder. He's good people.
Cinder, good people. Okay. Gone further than any of us have. Jesus, blimey. I don't know who Jesus is, but toads.
Well, if you need any help here too, I'd be happy to lend a hand.
All right, you can help with the. And he points to a little human child who lost a leg. He's like, they need the bandages switched out if you can.
Perfect. Let me just check in with my group first. And I go back before helping the child and ask what's our game plan.
You asking anybody specifically, or are you asking the group?
The group.
Personally, my character's just still reading over the paper, distracted.
Think.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, I was done.
Ruel would just kind of glance around to all of them. Based on what I've learned here today, I intend to help them. I intend to do whatever I can to help them.
Glad to hear that.
Yes, I think we are. Well, I don't wish to speak for the rest of the group, but I feel like most of us have. I personally feel a bit indebted. We. Sorry, I'm rambling. Whatever you all decide to do is fine with me.
I he lifts up. I'm helping them, whether you all are or not.
Scarlet.
I don't think the fact that we were helping was ever in doubt. So someone needs to correct this. Might as well be us.
Agreed.
Agreed, yes. And as soon as possible if we can.
Safe to say you're with the group, Sook.
Yes, I am as invested in this as you. Tragedy they cannot stand.
But still, Cairo,
Yes.
do you maybe need a bit more time?
Um. Yes, that would be nice. I'll just be over there somewhere. I just sort of like walk away, like around a corner, and just start like crying to myself.
While you all... Oh, go ahead.
Before Cairo will leave, they'll just say, "Come get me when we're ready to leave." Yeah, and then they'll walk off.
Before we go on that one, I think we have time on it. But maybe, as she looks back at the watchtower where the undead come from, maybe checking out on that is a bit more urgent. These corpses had to have been alive at some point.
I agree. We should investigate their origin.
If you all are going to prepare for that, I am going to check with the guards and see what I can learn about what we might run into.
Perfect. I'll be at the healer's tent.
Starlight will just nod and waits for anyone else to add anything.
I'll be somewhere. Come find me.
It's a pretty open space, so you guys can, if you do a quick scan, you usually can see pretty well where everyone is. Even in the darkness and stuff, there's torches and the runes around to help guide your eyes. And there's not a lot of, like, the only thing you can't see is, like, see into people's tents, pretty much.
Damn.
Damn, yeah.
Oh no, we can't spy on 'em.
I want to see people crying over the loved ones that they've lost.
No.
You
I don't know.
You didn't sound too certain there.
I'm
Oh, well,
currently
and
a
I
little distracted, personally.
I do want to say, Cairo, when you were when the rites were happening with your mother, that Elm Scion and his family, well, his daughter, Sidoril, came and were with you, and like were behind you as the rites happened.
Oh, okay. Clara's very grateful for their presence.
And then they just let you know that if you need anything, you can come back to their tent. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I was trying to burp away from the mic instead of right into it. But yeah, you all go about busying yourselves, and Scarlet, you go up to the guards. And you see archers sort of. You see guards at the sandbags, and then you see archers on the lookout posts.
Hello.
Hello.
So, me and my friends over there, we are thinking about checking the source of the undead.
I mean, that'd be quite nice if you could. See, they're like
And
steadying their bow and just sort of like looking out with their eyes.
we were wondering about the types you've encountered so far. Maybe also frequencies and how you dealt with them.
We get a couple of crawlers, we call them. They're the corpses, and then we get sometimes ghosts. Ghosts are the ones that are fucked. But yeah, so the ghosts are less frequent. The corpses are more frequent. We get those every, I'd say, few minutes. We can sometimes get a big wave of them every few hours. The ghosts, they're random. Sometimes we'll see them come in, sometimes we won't. We're trying to constantly keep these radiant light going. I'd speak to Havel if you need anything wholly done, you know. But other than that, it's mostly been corpses and ghosts. It's been the main things we've been seeing.
So only the two types.
Yep, only those. If we see anything else, we'll let you know.
Oh, what about the holy water you use on the arrows?
Yeah,
Any
we got
of
the.
that there?
We should still have a bunch of that. Havel made a whole bunch. It'd probably be near more where where Talon and her usually talk, which is over by the tent near the front.
I
That's where
see.
that's where the supply would be. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm trying to focus here.
Oh, it's all good. I'm sorry for distracting you. It's just very important information.
Yeah, of course. Especially if you're gonna go see the root of all this, we'd greatly appreciate that. I'd like to not be scared of creepy crawlies in my sleep.
And Scarlet will go to check on the source of the things, the holy stuff,
You find
fruits
it.
and the
You found
waters.
where the barrels are and everything. And you can see that written in a very nice script, probably with like a quill or even like I think sort of like chiseled into it. You would see it say holy water, and you can see that sort of there's like even like a little shimmer when you get close to when you get close and like look at the water. There's like a sheen to it.
Holy water.
Holy water. Oh, my bad. I didn't know this thing was black for you guys. You should have said something.
Oh
So
yeah,
there's a jar.
I placed my token and removed it, and I could see.
Do you guys see it now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's just a background thing.
Beautiful.
It's powerful.
Powerful.
Alright, let's start from the beginning.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Cairo. You're gonna have to see your mother die again.
Great, I love it.
That'll be the easy part.
Yeah.
I do want to say with this, since you guys are here and we have a moment, we're going to take a small break, and you guys have leveled up.
Ooh,
Hey.
Let's
let's
go.
go.
All right, so work on your level up, and I'll be back in just a
We
moment.
get a feat.
Yeah.
Wait,
Dude, I
Oh, we're
love
gonna be
I love
doing some
feet.
damage now.
Woo.
Oh, huh?
Hey man, whatever you're into.
Yeah.
I,
But also, what the fuck?
All right, come on.
Oh, this is gonna be the first time we need to roll for HP.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait, I thought it
no.
was max HP. Or
Only
not?
for the first
Nope,
3
at
levels.
First 3 levels.
Okay.
Now, where is a D10?
Ooh, I get to get Eldritch Invocations. Let's go.
Let's go.
Gotta figure out what
I
to
get to
though.
be barbarian.
Yeah, same here.
I feel you. Eldritch Invocations
Yeah, I'm
are sick,
dipping
though.
into Barbarian too.
Yeah, you're
wow.
joining us?
Oh yeah.
By the way, guys,
I'm
reroll.
gonna be
You.
very Go ahead.
I was gonna say if you roll a 1 on HP, reroll it.
I have just rolled the worst possible option.
Oh no.
Oh no.
2.
Heck, not much better.
6. I rolled a 3.
Was my mic on the entire time? Apologies.
No, you're fine.
I think I had my HP calculated incorrectly before.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Because it's max the first 3 levels, right?
Yeah, max the first 3 levels.
And then Constitution for each level, right? Plus
Mhm.
con.
Mm-hmm.
For each level. Yeah, I had my HP wrong. I don't know how, but I did.
Oof.
It wasn't like to the point where it would have made a difference, but it, just a little bit off.
So, Ty,
Mhm.
I'm looking through the feats and I'm noticing some ones that I don't necessarily recognize. Are all these open to us?
If you see one from for Champion of the Dreaming Court, no, that one's not open. That was for a previous campaign.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was just double checking.
Yeah.
I haven't played Warlock in a long time, so Eldritch Invocations, right? Are you able to change these later, or are you stuck with the ones that you pick?
I think you can
You
change
can
them on
change
level up.
them. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Try to figure out which ones I want.
I am done with my level up and I will BRB.
Okay.
So are there any feats that are off limits? Ones you don't like?
No,
Okay.
I'm pretty open with feats.
I was just making sure. Sometimes people do have stuff they don't like and don't necessarily want in their game.
I'm going the specialized route.
I see that. Jesus Christ.
Fuck it. I can change it later if I don't like it, so. For everyone else, I'm taking Devil Sight and Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know what that means.
Devil Sight means I can see in like darkness and like non-magical and magical darkness. Eyes of the Runekeeper means I can read any written language, like any written language.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. When do I get my pact? What level is that? 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, normally as a barbarian, I just pick a great weapon master now.
And you're not doing that this time?
No, not this time.
Interesting.
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 Very
I don't mean
interesting.
to be
Oh,
awful,
excuse
but
me.
had you seen my character use a weapon?
No. Just as bare fists. Those are
Mhm.
weapons.
They're registered.
If you were playing a Methandwin, you'd have actual bare fists.
Amazing.
I was thinking about doing that. I really was. That was the other race I considered.
With your bare hands.
The bare hands joke would be throughout the entire campaign. if that
Exactly.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I believe I'm done.
Okay.
Let me know if I inevitably fucked it all up.
How about check? Is everyone back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Cool.
I'm here. I
Still
can't speak
messing
for others.
around.
Sorry.
I
And
do
Tyler,
like
are you
the-
here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Elise, are you here?
I am present.
All right, let's get back into it. So, you all have had certain revelations of the people around you, of the world around you, of the kingdom around you, and what they're doing. You have found this rebel group that are just wanting to change, wanting the killings to stop. And you have brought it upon yourselves to go and explore to find the source of a certain thing that is threatening them: corpses and ghosts. Is there anything else anyone would like to do in the camp?
I don't. We were given money earlier, right? Just
Yeah,
make sure.
10
Okay.
gold.
10 gold. Okay. Yeah,
Everyone-
yeah.
Yeah, everyone received 10 gold.
Scarlight would ask about the holy water. If it
Have-
can be used. Oh,
Havel would give you guys vials of it.
oh. She would also ask if it can be used to coat weapons, or if it's just a throwable.
I believe you can cut your weapons with it, as far as I know.
Okay, that's going to be very useful.
Because I believe that's what we did with all the arrows in the bucket up there. Have them laced with the holy water. And some of my radiant magic.
And Scarlight is gonna give the others their files.
One each.
Well, how many do you want?
I mean, I was just asking if that's what they were, if that's what they're offering.
They're offering probably around like, I would say 5 each.
I'll take them.
Me too.
Dang, okay.
They have fucking barrels of it.
Why not?
All right.
It's around this time that you do see Kyra. You would know them as Elm Scion. The rest of you would see a wood genasi come out. And you'd see other refugees coming out. And you'd see Tarlin has prepared some meat and has put it on the spit roast. And is cooking it. Others who have helped him see a dragonborn and some Iltavir chopping up other types of veggies, foods. There's bread. The rest of the refugees come out with their own like bowls and cutlery and stuff, and you tell this is probably like dinner time. Well, an early supper, I believe. The wood genasi is making a soup. And this is when you can see there's probably about, like, with all the refugees here, about 50 people. You can also see Vic coming out, and he's like hobbling a little bit, takes a stool at the back. Just sort of looks around, seeing all of you helping out. Just like nods and takes up some dried meat and eats it. But yeah. Food is there and available if you guys would like food.
Doctor would take some food.
Rel would
Doctor.
try, but probably not be able to eat very much given everything they've learned today. It's been kind of horrific.
Yeah, I don't think Cairo would have the stomach to eat food right now.
Vic grabs a cookie and walks over to you, Ro.
Mhm.
Looks at you, he's like, thank you for helping with the goods and now with
Oh,
this.
yeah. I just trying to get us out of there, you know?
Yeah.
Are you all right? I'll just kind of point at his face.
Yeah. What's another scar, you know?
Yeah, but that one was rather intrusive. Is his eye gone, or is he like?
From what you could tell, his eye was gone.
Oof.
But he sits down next to you. The side where it like hit through his eye, and he like lifts up his bandage and opens his eye, and you can see his eyes there.
Oh, good. Thought perhaps you'd lost it.
No. You can tell it's back to its blue state, and his other eye's gold again. It's like, nah. a lot harder to take out an eye.
An arrow usually does the trick.
Usually, but not for me. And he breaks the cookie in half, and he's just like, I know you've probably heard a lot today, so it doesn't look like you're touching your food much, but here, and he gives you half his cookie.
Thank you. She'll politely kind of like take a nibble off of it, but she's not like, ravenously trying to eat it.
Yeah, he takes a nibble too.
I didn't know it was this bad. I didn't know about any of this.
Yeah. They're good at keeping appearances up. I hadn't seen the light until I was probably around 14. And I mean, physically, I hadn't seen the sun.
I was going to say, I heard you were born into all of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he human?
He is half elf,
Half elf. Okay.
but you can tell that he's human, half elf.
Yeah. Like I've only just seen the light today.
Yeah. It's hard to see when everything is crafted to look how you want it to.
Right. I think with her new invocations, she's probably got some weird shit going on with her eyes now too. With all of her crazy new sight abilities.
Yeah.
She's literally seen the light.
He's he like looks at you. It's like, yeah, this it was one of the hardest things was convincing people what had happened to me. Even with the scars, even with everything. Even with having an ex-soldier with me. They still doubted. No, that can't happen in Deldrak. We're
I would-
living fine.
I would have said the same. Wouldn't have believed you.
Well, I'm happy you're believing it now. As much as it hurts.
Be foolish not to accept the truth when faced with it,
You'd think,
as much as one wishes to deny it.
yeah.
Going to stop it. She kind of takes his hand. Maybe not you or I individually, but us, we're going to stop it.
He nods at you. You can see his eyes shimmering again. You know? First time I've believed that. I've always heard Davin spouting off how we're gonna change things, how the working class will rise up and take over everything. I always thought it was foolish. Never wanted to dampen his hope, though. But for some reason, right now, right here, with you saying it, I believe it.
I believe it too. She kind of let go of his hand and just take another little nibble off the cookie.
Take the nibble off the cookie. He takes a nibble off the cookie. Sort of clears.
It's so awkward. How dare you do this to me, Ty?
What?
What do you mean, what?
What did I do?
What? Have this man come over here and share a cookie with me? What the fuck?
I don't know. Maybe he like cares or something.
Uh-huh, sure.
Uh-huh. Trying to find list. Find the list. Ah,
I believe in you. You got this.
did I write it
Somewhere
down?
around there.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
It's in one of these folders.
I need to fucking actually get my stuff written down on my not in my notebook.
Get your shit together.
I'm trying.
It's hard,
It is hard. It's really hard. It's tough.
especially when you didn't like name an NPC or something, and then you got to just name them on the spot, and then other stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I
No,
had
like-
all of the noble names written down for this,
I feel you.
and I'm just like, 'cause there was one that was pertaining to fucking Vic, and I can't find it.
Do you want me to ping the
Pertaining to
list
what?
to you
What was that?
in our pinned messages? Ping.
I don't know. I didn't give you all of the noble names. I don't think.
Okay. Probably not all of them.
No.
Yeah,
All the names are gonna sound beautiful, and then there's just Tim.
no. Billy.
Yeah,
Billiam.
Thomas.
Johnny.
Billiam.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have.
We already have a Johnny. We can't have another.
I know.
We have
Cool,
Johnny
we already
Thickcock. Not a
wasn't
session
gonna
goes
say
by.
Session goes by. I wasn't trying to say it, but
Johnny Thickcock.
I wouldn't be surprised
the
if
day
Ty
I
kept
said
it.
that.
I wouldn't be surprised if you kept a tally of like how many times each person has said it.
And that's how much temporary HP he has at the start of the
Yeah.
fight.
I found
That's how
it.
many. That's how many dice he rolls to attack.
She found it, guys. She found it.
Yeah.
Found it.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, it's sort of
Wow.
late now, but yeah, it's
Wow.
like. But yeah, Vic. Like you pull your hand away, and like the shimmer from his eye sort of stops.
Oh no.
Not in a bad way.
He's sad.
I mean, he liked holding your hand.
Oh god, why are you doing this to me?
What am I doing? Huh? What am I doing?
Why are you
are
doing
you
this to
talking
me?
about?
What?
What could you possibly mean?
But exactly, what could you possibly mean?
You really know how to stick it to your characters. Kill their mother.
Oh, Ty has it out for me.
Mhm.
No, Ty is gonna romance me one way or the other. She's just, it's like, she's gonna find whatever avenue she can.
I'm trying to make up for the spirit.
know!
If you don't like this NPC, there's other NPCs I'm gonna
I'm
throw
sure
at
there
you.
will be. I'm sure there's a whole queue of them.
But yeah. He just sort of sighs and like say he's just like, well, are you guys gonna be going out then? Like down into the tunnels?
I believe so, but all seem to be in cahoots now, so I'm sure we'll be back around. Provided, of course, we survive the tunnels.
Well, I'm sure you will.
Nothing bad is down there.
Nothing at all. Just a few corpses and ghosts.
Nothing.
And it's actually at this point that you notice that he's not wearing his like fur-lined jacket.
He's not
Okay.
wearing any clothes. Sorry.
He's not wearing any clothes. His dick is out.
Naked.
He's just been sitting there naked right next to you the
Mhm.
entire time.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Share a
didn't know
cookie
this
with
was-
you.
I didn't know this place was a nudist colony. Okay.
All of the, oh no, never mind. I'm not gonna
No,
say it.
no.
No, but he has his jacket off and he's wearing his shirt, and you can You see, like, the hand that you grabbed had a brand on it.
Does it
Gucci.
look familiar at all?
Gucci brand.
Gucci
A
brand.
Gucci. Yeah, he was branded by the House of Gucci.
Jesus Christ.
Work.
A slay. When he walks away, he starts voguing. No, you
Got
can
the
tell it is.
Balenciaga chin line.
Jeez. No, you can tell it is the it's called the Wardwell House. That's what you would know it by. You know the houses, like all the noble houses. Here.
Wardwall?
Wardwell.
Like WARD?
Yeah, WARD Wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would I have had any like interactions with them?
Probably in the consecration of the noble council. You probably would have seen like
Very
the head
formal setting though.
of the... Yeah, very formal.
Okay,
You wouldn't
yeah.
have any like
Okay.
casual interaction with them.
But
you
I would know the family.
They're a house close to the king.
Yeah. Kind of point at his hand, the brand. Are they the ones who you were in service to?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's rather brazen, putting their mark on your flesh when they're trying to hide the fact that they have slaves.
Well, they say they do this with all of their indentured servants.
Slaves.
Slaves. They say they pay their servants, and there's a lot of them that are paid. That are paid enough to keep quiet about the ones that they say that aren't. About the ones that they keep in the cellars. Keep in their minds.
They had you in the mines.
They didn't have me in the mines, they had me in the cellar.
May I
My
ask
job was my
what?
mother's job, which was to keep the water flowing underneath their house.
Oh.
They've been siphoning water off of Lake Awaithir.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would not be a good thing, right?
No, not at all.
No. Like she would
No.
be that would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because like Lake Awaithir is like where the capital like stands and stuff. It's like the one that surrounds the capital and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like seen as sort of like this holy body of water that like
That's what I
Hydra's
thought. Yeah.
yeah, gave herself to like create and stuff, and is near like the main waterfall with what that is like supposed to be Hydra's. So
Right. Like
Yeah.
her embodiment in physical form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. I'm just like that doesn't seem good.
Nope.
Okay, so the siphoning water from the lake. For what purpose exactly?
I couldn't say. I was just supposed to keep the wheel going. Once my mom couldn't walk anymore, it was my turn.
Is your mother still alive?
No.
I'm sorry.
I am too.
Glad you're free of that place, Vic.
That sort of tenses his fist. Breathes out. Yeah. Me too.
I'll get their comeuppance, don't worry.
I hope. He like turns away from you for a moment. Just like not sniffles in the way like crying, but like sniffs. Just like
Yeah. I just I kind of let him give him a space, you know.
I gotta get back out there.
Try not to take any more arrows to the eye, please.
I'll try. No
All
promises.
right. And I'll try not to get ripped apart by zombies.
Yeah, please do.
Yes. Take another bite of the cookie.
It's at this point where he sort of absentmindedly, like not really thinking, just sort of like tucks your hair behind your ear. Then realize what he did, and he's like, "I'm out. Yeah.
Good lord, bye.
Be safe."
He kind of smiles a little bit.
Walks out, and pretty much everyone can see he grabs his jacket, puts it on, and walks out of the rebel base.
See.
And you see how ripped his muscles are, and
Yes.
He was
glistening in the rune light.
Lord. Nicholas.
Yeah. And Doc Throw.
Yes.
I imagine you still have that piece of paper.
Yeah, he hasn't really put it down, even
Yeah.
while eating.
Yeah. So you can see that Osthal's let me get back to the thing.
Words.
Osthal, yeah, Osthal. Osthal's crime is spy for Glainstia. High treason.
Yeah.
You would know Glainstia as being the kingdom of the Dragonborns that is nearby, that is warring with Deldrak.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then I'm assuming that likely wouldn't make any sense to him.
Yeah, not at all.
He's just likely, if anybody can hear him, talking under his breath in primordial. But, yeah. He's talking to himself.
Anything stand out?
Depends on how intently you're listening to him, but mostly just, why are you on the surface, you idiot? You fool.
Fool.
Yeah. Mostly that. Just cursing the name of the person on the piece of paper slightly. Angry and annoyed. You can tell if you're observing him that closely.
Thanks, Ramsey.
Fool. Even though he grabbed food, he probably hasn't touched it, actually, now that you say that, too. Fool of a duke.
I thought that said fool of the twink for a second, and I
Full of a
that's
twink.
That's a little different, yeah.
That's pretty much Vic.
Man, is Lord of the Rings really like this? I've never watched it.
Don't
Oh,
say
another-
that.
Another person that hasn't watched it?
Don't say you haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
I
Well, now we're gonna have to.
Oh yeah, I have not.
Okay, fuck my horror movie thing. We're gonna
Yeah.
fucking be watching Lord of the Rings.
All 12 hours of
Oh
it?
my god.
I have the extended editions. We
Oh.
technically have watched the first movie, but I'm sure it's like Ramsey might need a touch up on that.
That's the only
A
way to
refresher.
Yeah, I've seen it like 10 times, but I can't remember it for some reason all of a sudden. So.
Yeah, no, I can't remember it either. I guess we're only
Yeah,
gonna
we're
have
gonna have
to
to
watch
watch it. Yeah.
I'd be down, like, not ironically.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to see that scene.
Fool of a twink.
Sorry.
Fool of a twink. And then Brown, chicka brown. The whole scene's changed forever now. Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah,
I'm sorry, I kind of zoned out when you set the scene. What is everyone doing? Where are we?
so you guys are around. Some of you have like picked up food. Some of you haven't. You're not touching food. The scene was like pretty much all the refugees have come out and they're eating like an early supper. And Tarlin has made some meat. The Wood Genasi has made some like vegetable stew and stuff. And uh, there's other types of food like bread and cookies and all that's been made. You saw like Vic talking with Ruel, and then he got up and left the base, like left out the other way that you guys came in from. You have overheard Docthro cursing the name that's on the thing and saying like, "You fool, like you idiot. Why are you on the surface?" You would note that Kyra's also not eating any food.
Doctoro, it's not very like you. Why aren't you touching your food?
I should be. This has got me worried. So, if what they say is true, I have some work to do. And he just kind of hands you the piece of paper. This one. And he points down to the name Oslith. I know. Well. I know him very well. Family.
I think Tarlin said we have a couple of months before the handoff. Am I correct?
A few months before the execution, and then probably a month before they start mobilizing to grab the prisoners.
Doesn't clear my mind.
No, I understand.
Sorry. I don't mean to worry you. But, I am bothered. As he kind of stares down at his food, and then he'd probably just like start kind of like reluctantly eating some of it.
Now there's 6 more people to help with the rescue. We'll help them out.
I hope so.
Tyler, what is Sook doing?
I'd say he doesn't really like have any pressing. He's kind of preparing himself for going down in the tunnels. So he's just kind of he would have found like a little quiet corner and just pulled out like his the necklace that has the parts from his like that he's been trying to find, and he's just kind of rubbing it as he thinks to himself.
As you think to yourself, you sort of get a flash in your head of your wife,
Oh shit.
of your mother.
Are these good flashes or bad flashes? Like, do I have a sense of foreboding?
You do have a sense of foreboding,
I'm
but
gonna.
it's not.
Sorry.
It's not. It's not anything drastic as far as you can tell. But there's just this tension that hits you once you think of your wife.
Okay. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go see if I can find like Oh, what was not Vic, but Vic's friend, the one who had like the box of magic items and shit.
Oh, Davin, yeah. Davin Strongblade,
Davin,
dwarf.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
I'm
around.
gonna go
He's eating.
see if I can find Davin. Sorry.
Yeah, you find him. He's eating. He's like on a stool by himself, just chowing down.
Okay, I'll just kind of like walk over to him and squat down next to him. I'll say, I'm sorry for interrupting the meal here. I was wondering if there's a camp who is able to scry.
I don't know if there's anyone able to scry, but Avel might be able to do that. I don't know how far along how powerful she is, but if she can bless stuff and all that, she might be able to scry.
Right?
Or do you want an item?
Anything that would allow me to scry is good in this.
Ask Harlan then. He might have an item that can help you.
I'll go to Harlan first then.
Tarlin.
Tarlin, sorry.
Mhm.
I'll go to Tarlin first. I'll try to find them.
You find them. He moved away after
Hello.
cooking.
Hello, Davin directed me to find you. Said there was a possibility you might have an item that allows me to cry.
Oh, of course the little bugger would know. Yeah, I have a and he like motions you over to his tent, and he like opens the thing. He's just like, there's a mirror in there that should allow you to, but and he like goes in and he just motions you to come into the tent.
I'll follow him in.
He grabs it, and then when he grabs the mirror, it's just a very basic looking mirror, like a gold around the edge, and then glass, of course, like the mirror part of it. No like fancy inscriptions or fancy like metalworking or anything like that. It's just very basic. And he grabs the handle though, and he breathes in, and you see sort of this magic go around him. His eyes light up. Well, eye lights up, and then it goes away. And he's just like, "All right, here you go."
Appreciate you allowing me to use this.
Yeah.
If I'm able to repay you in the future, I absolutely
If you
will.
guys are gonna go down there and find what's causing the the blighted creatures coming up here, that's good enough for me.
I'll consider it
Mm-hmm.
repaid. If I may, is it okay if I have privacy?
Oh, sure, yeah. And he walks out.
Thank you. I'll go to the mirror and I'll fix a vision in my head, like a thought of her, what she looks like, and I'll try to scry on her.
Okay. So the vision in the mirror starts to swirl and change, and this bluish magic starts to swirl inside of it. And then it sort of slowly an image grows inside of it. And you see your wife. She looks very tired. She looks like she's in a dark place.
Figuratively or literally?
Literally.
And I see, look like she's like injured or seem more like
She looks a little roughed up.
just exhaustion.
She looks a little roughed up and both exhausted as well. And as the image sort of starts to get clear, you can see chains around her wrists.
Can I tell, is it the dungeon back in the castle, or
Mm-hmm.
is it somewhere I've never seen
Nope,
before?
it's the dungeon that you know.
Or can I not even make out? Okay. Okay. I'm going to just kind of lay my hand on the mirror, lean my forehead against it, take a very, very breath as I try to like calm myself here. And then I'm gonna release the magic, which fades.
It fades.
And I'm just
When you put your forehead to it, when you put your forehead to the mirror and do a little breathe in, and you start to like move away as the magic starts to dissipate, you see when you put your forehead to it, her like head went up, and she was just like sick, and then it goes away.
just wait a little. Okay. I'm gonna set my shoulders as I like straighten up, kind of put on like my game face, and I'm gonna leave the tent
You do, and Tarlin's
and
right.
walk. Go ahead.
Tarlin's right there. Like he wasn't like right next to the tent, but he's like still close by.
Tarlin,
Mm-hmm. He looks over at you.
do you have some way of contacting people across long distance outside of letters or anything of the magical variety?
No, I usually just use that thing to scry on people and stuff, and I don't have any way of communicating with them. I'm sorry.
Okay. I understand that your rebellion is based mostly within this continent, but do you have an awareness of the political situation in other kingdoms, countries, other
Um,
continents?
I personally don't. I'm sorry. There is other people at other camps that probably have more information. I know, our one of our camps, one of our sanctuaries, run by Healer. He's a um pretty knowledgeable guy. There's another one that's run by this dragonborn. Um, his name is Cossack. He's pretty knowledgeable. I believe he originally came from a place in the Vest, and then
Which place in the West?
I'm not exactly sure. I haven't spoken a lot to him.
Name is
Cossack.
Kos.
Yeah. Kosak. Cossack.
If it possible, could you somehow get a message to Cossack to possibly find some way to contact me? I'm not sure if their camp would have anybody who's able to magically contact others, but
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. I can get in contact with him.
I would really appreciate that. If at all possible, this is somewhat of an urgent issue.
Yeah. Of course. I'll get on it as soon as I can.
I'm just gonna kind of like hold my hand out for like a handshake, and if he takes it, I'm just gonna clasp like his hand between my two hands and just kind of bow my head a little and say, Ernest, I I appreciate you allowing me to. That was something I very much needed. There's nothing I can truly say to show my appreciation for this.
Of course. We thank you as well for helping out. And he bows back at you.
I'll like let his hand slip from mine as I turn to head back towards like the area I was sitting, and as I'm going, the necklace that I was like basically just absentmindedly playing with earlier, I'm just gonna shift my focus from like rubbing the necklace to this gold and silver entwined wedding band that I keep on there on the necklace itself, and I'm just going to like slip it onto my finger and just slowly, absent-mindedly rub it as I just kind of think, consider my options here.
You do so. That image of your wife is like now burned into your head.
There's not much more he can do tonight, so we can pivot if you want.
Mm-hmm. You guys can either take a rest or set off.
I think I'm ready to go.
I'm ready.
Physically ready, emotionally and mentally maybe there.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I'm not as bad as Cairo in this moment, but I'm not doing great
Yeah,
either.
Cairo's hurting.
Kairo's hurting. But yeah, Cairo would either or. I don't really care.
Carlite is ready to go right now, but I think I'm gonna have to dip now since I have to attend at least the first class tomorrow before I can start dumping them.
Oh God. All right, Ramsey.
All right, Ramsey. Well, then we'll go ahead and end the session here. As you all
Okay.
get ready to go and find the source of this undead that somehow had Cairo's mother.